on his Facebook,
Yeah.
YouTube.
All right. So now we just got to. Did it go yet?
No.
Okay, mine just went. Here we go. Okay. So mine is. I'm going to do it on mine.
Okay,
I'm going to.
perfect.
I'm going to share it to yours,
Perfect.
and we just need to get Jennifer on here. I think Phil is off as well.
But y'all got the QR code, right?
I don't. I don't show them on here at all. Let me see. No. No, we're live though. So cool. So we're just gonna have to share this.
QR code, right? David, I think I'm live.
Yep, you are. You want to be? Yeah, just mute the live feed. That's all you have to do. So I sent you the link that we can just post it in there, Daisy.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh, we're fine. I'll get it. Yeah, there we go. So I put that in the discussion, and I emailed you the same link. If you want to put that in yours, you can. Cool. All right.
That's what I had in mind. That's what I had in mind.
All right, we're on. So now we just need the other two. You want to send them a text? All right, we are live. Better late than never. It's working. We're not going to throw rocks at each other about this, but streaming
Oh,
software
hey,
is
it's
working.
just right. Because we are on Facebook and we're live.
Yep. All right, I see Phil. Let me bring him in. Let me see here. Phil, hold on, Phil. Hold on, Phil.
The other way.
Hold on, Phil.
Yeah.
All right, we got.
Turn
Phil
it like that. Now you're normal, or you're upside. It may not be normal, but at least you're straight up.
Let me see what
Well, now you went black. Now you went entirely. Now it's normal.
Here we go.
Am I on?
Yes, you're on. Yes, you're on.
No, hold on. She's not on the live yet. She's we can hear her, but let me assign her. Hold on. She is being assigned to this one, and now she is on screen. All four of us. Welcome. Better late than never, MSA Crusaders.
Hello,
Yeah, but,
hello.
is there anybody coming in?
finally made
Any
it.
viewers?
Yes, Phil. There. We'll get them.
What link are we on Facebook?
I don't know.
We had to
Do you
share.
have any?
Yeah, we had to share it a different way. We shared it in the event discussion page, and on Daisy's profile, and on my profile.
Hmm.
We had to do it a little slightly different here.
I don't see the event discussion page. I see the event, but I don't see the discussion page. I don't see the live.
You're on live, so I can hear you.
Yeah, I know, but I don't see it on the other thing here.
You can find it on my page. It's on there for sure.
It's under your page, okay.
Oh, it's on mine too. And
It says MSA Strong. Okay.
yeah, that one too.
All right.
Personal and another
All right.
page.
I'll try that one. Okay, got it now. I see it. Is there a live chat anywhere?
Yeah, they're except for Twitch, they're gonna be separate on the pages, so we'll have to look at them separately on the pages. Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's.
I'll I'll pay attention to the chat for you.
All right. You can tell me if anybody. All right. Hello, everybody. Anybody out there? Anybody out there?
So the chats are not going to show up on here except for Twitch. All the chats that people would be texting will be separate on their websites. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to integrate those. So I'll be watching the chats for you.
Twitch, we are registered with Twitch. Defeat MSA is registered with Twitch, and Defeat MSA Australia did something with Twitch a long time ago. But we are registered for fundraising on Twitch.
Nice.
I haven't done anything on it, but always welcome to have a Twitch marathon.
Hey, look at the cat. Awesome.
Okay, that cat.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, Daisy.
Okay, I want to say hi. We're here live with the Mistake Crusaders. And I'm sorry we got to a late start, but we're barely.
I don't hear Daisy, but when she is. That's true.
I just heard her. Well, how do we lose 4 people in a row?
Hello.
All right, Daisy, I got you on.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to make sure I can hear you. Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to make. No matter what anybody says, Daisy, we can hear you. I check the live feed. Okay.
Okay, we're here. David and I are here with Jennifer Frost. She's the vice president of Defeat MSA Alliance. Member.
And then I got we're building a float. We're building a float right now.
Can I finish
The world's first MSA awareness float. So.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil.
Yep.
We got you live. Are you not hearing Daisy?
No, I don't hear Daisy at all.
I'm introducing you.
Can't hear Daisy. Sorry.
Daisy, introduce everybody. I'm checking the link.
Go ahead and introduce, but let me know when her introduction is done, because I can't hear her.
I don't know how we heard you last time, Daisy. That's kind of. Did you hear Daisy before, Phil? On here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now?
Or look briefly.
What page are you live on, the Crusaders?
We might need some professional help. We might need some professional help. We might need. Oh yeah, me too. I have.
Well, let's do this. Daisy first, introduce Jennifer and Phil. And after Daisy's done, Phil, I will give you the key and you can go ahead and take it from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Daisy.
If you can also tell me what Daisy would like to discuss.
Am I heard?
Yes, Daisy, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm here with Jennifer Frost. She is the vice president of the Defeat MSA Alliance. Member. Council of Leaders, MSA United Research Consortium. And we're also here today with Phil. He is the founder and current president of Defeat MSA Alliance, Defeat MSA Canada, MSA United Research Consortium, founding trustee, Defeat MSA New Zealand, founding co-director, Defeat MSA Australia. Phil's brother Joe passed away from MSA in 2013 after 3 years of suffering with the disease.
Okay, Phil, all you. Congratulations and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. So, was there a question that she had?
No, just an introduction about yourself and Jennifer Frost's titles and your relation to the MSA community.
Sure. My brother had MSA, multiple system atrophy, diagnosed in 2010, passed away in 2013. very rapid decline. And on top of, or before he was diagnosed, he worked in the sleep medicine field for 30 years. He ran sleep clinics, helped other people sleep. I tried to figure it out, research other people's sleep disorders. Despite that, he probably had a sleep disorder himself. He probably had REM behavior disorder and probably had apnea, probably had other things, but he was busy taking care of other people and not being taken care of himself. He worked 3 jobs and worked all night watching for 30 years. He watched other people sleep, and researched into their sleep disorders. Then he got this mysterious illness. Nobody knew what it was. And eventually he was diagnosed with MSA from, he worked at Henry Ford Hospital, which is a big hospital in Detroit. And the second opinion was Sid Gilman, who's a pioneer in the MSA world. He was the one that developed the second consensus criteria. And the renaming of MSA. It was actually 3 separate diseases which they figured out had some commonalities and were actually one disease. And that's why MSA is, in my opinion, so diverse. I mean, it seems like it's not only multiple systems, but also it's no two seem to be alike, no 2 cases. Anyway, that started my journey into the MSA world. He passed away and we started Defeat MSA Alliance. Since then, we started the only charity in Canada, Defeat MSA Canada, the only charity in Australia, Defeat MSA Australia, the only charity in New Zealand, Defeat MSA New Zealand, me along with other members, other founding directors and then that was for Defeat MSA Australia and Defeat MSA Canada. Defeat MSA New Zealand is a trust, so we're trustees in that case. Since then, we've also developed a worldwide consortium called MSA United Consortium. And we pooled our money and we funded research, and we're going to continue to do it. Bless you, whoever sneezed.
I think it was a dog.
No.
Okay. Bless the dog. Yeah, so that's all I want to say. My brother had MSA. It was confirmed on autopsy that he had it. And my spouse is a neurologist who helped start the charities. Of course, knows something about MSA, being a neurologist, although that's not the movement, not his area, but, he does know something about MSA, of course. And he does current research for MSA as well. So does that suffice as an introduction?
Yeah, very well.
That's a great introduction, Phil.
How about you, Jennifer? You want to introduce yourself, please?
Hi, all. My mom passed away from MSA last December. That's how she probably had MSA for 6 to 7 years before she passed. And how I got involved with Defeat MSA, we had an awareness walk for her here, so we could let everyone know what was going on with her. And I reached out to, as you all know, there's probably more now online than there was when we started. Reached out to Phil, and he got us hooked up with a lot of information and pamphlets, and he was a big support to our 2 awareness walks. And then my mom, it was really important for her to spread awareness and fund research and to study her. And so just keep going with her fight has now become my fight for everyone.
And that's really great that you, I'm sorry about your mom passing away, but now that you are here to help
That's good.
Other patients.
It's been a great.
And then, Daisy, did you want to introduce yourself as well?
Well, I'm Daisy Page. Of course, I'm the co-host here with David, and we have the podcast of investigators.
We do. Aren't you an author as well?
I am an author, and I donate. I'm an author, and I donate 10% of my proceeds from my books to the MSA Alliance.
And where can we? Because you have 2 books that are specifically written about this, right?
I do. I have 2 books. The first one is Unexpected Moments, The Ford by Kirk Cameron, and the second part is Beyond Heaven's Gates, and they can be purchased on Amazon. I'll have to grab those links for you. Do we lose Bill and Jennifer?
No, they are hiding. Let me see where they're hiding out here. I think Phil might have gone. I'm gonna put you back up, Phil. There you go. I'm not sure. Well,
But
But did you want to say? Is there another question you had, or somebody? Can you tell me, David? Because I can't hear now. I cannot hear Daisy.
You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you, Daisy, but he can't. No, there's quite a few viewers on YouTube, but I have not seen any chats yet. I'll check the Facebook here in 1 second as well.
I have to run though, unfortunately, because I've got a. They're working on the float, and I'm. It's the world's first MSA awareness float. It's a big shoe. It's a big. If you want to know about the shoe, go to msashoe.org, msashoe.org, and you can see everything about the shoe, the bio of the shoe, where it came from, how it's related with MSA, and where it's going, where it's been.
Are you able to show it?
Oh yeah. Well, I can show it. Here's the original shoe right here. And then it says on it, you can read it right here on the bottom, on the sole of the shoe, so to speak. It says, my mission is to raise awareness about multiple system atrophy. My journey is undertaken in the memory of all those who have died due to MSA and in support of those presently fighting MSA. Pray for an end to MSA. Also, if lost or damaged, reach out. And also, know a notable person. We are looking for posers, but in a good way, good posers. So we need your help. If you know of a famous person, anybody in the chat or anybody watching anywhere, if you know of a notable person that we could hit up for a photo with the shoe, we might even put them on a billboard, whatever, to raise awareness about MSA. So they could kick MSA. And that's why we have this shoe. Kick MSA is the hashtag. And here's Max, the MSA mouse. Here's a little mouse given to the shoe by a lab in Belgium that does MSA research. One of the research staff gave us this little mouse, cute little mouse, Max the MSA mouse.
Yeah, he looks like Brad.
Anyway, here's the shoe. If you know of somebody notable, please let us know. Or if you want to host the shoe at your fundraiser, if you're having a fundraiser and you want the shoe to come to your fundraiser, people can take photos with the shoe. We'll post them online. You'll be famous, because the shoe is famous, and you'll be raising awareness at the same time. And so there's just a little agreement that you'll watch out for the shoe, make sure it doesn't get into the wrong hands. Meaning don't get it, don't lose it. Keep it safe, because a lot of people have posed with the shoe. It's been in 2 animations, a coloring book. It's been on 2 billboards, one in Vegas, one in Detroit. Now we have a huge shoe float. We have a huge float of a shoe that's going to be in a parade, raising awareness. So,
Are Are you able to
That's-
show the float, or are they closing down?
Well, yeah, they're closing down. We'll have a video. I posted a video on Facebook.
Okay.
So
Can you hear me
they're
now,
closing
Phil?
down now, and I got to go myself. So
And we posted it on Twitter and Instagram as well. If you follow us, you can see
Threads, Instagram, Threads, and everything else.
Yes, Daisy,
So-
we can hear you.
I don't think Phil could.
All right, I gotta head out.
Phil, can you hear Daisy?
Yeah, thank you, and maybe we'll work on getting, next time, we'll be able to have we do have a paid Zoom account, and maybe we can have a paid stream account. I'll have to look into it. So,
That we will, Phil. We appreciate you.
all right, thank you.
Phil. Bye, Phil.
I want to thank David and Daisy and Jennifer for showing up and helping in this effort to raise awareness. So much appreciate your help, your ongoing help, Daisy, and your ongoing help, David and Jennifer. So, all right.
Yes, sir.
Bye,
See you
Phil.
later. God bless. God bless. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll say the important thing here, it's the thought that matters, and I don't know, Jennifer. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, you're in my mind. I don't know your day-to-day activities, but you seem more versed in the echelon of MSA online. But I haven't really seen, besides the forums like the yearly conferences that they might have. I haven't seen anybody that's actually doing a podcast live for MSA. I mean,
No, you are the only two that I know of that are doing a podcast.
Well, I mean, even live, like right now, like I've watched many symposiums and forums, discourses, but I've seen nobody that's actually. I've seen videos like, hey, it's MSA Awareness Month and contribute, which is great, but nobody really interacting. Like, so that's why we're on here. Myself, I also. My name's
Well,
David.
I'm gonna finish if it's okay with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I get you pissed. Sorry. I was just gonna say that I've been Central since 2019.
There you go.
And I'm now pretty much in the wheelchair full time, other than walking just a few little steps with my husband. I'm going to hang on to the clinical trial to help me. I'm not giving up in this fight, and I don't want anybody else out there to give up on their fight. We can fight together. We're all MSA Crusaders. And that's why David and I created this podcast, because we want everybody like us to just hang on. We're going to create awareness, and until that's going to create more research and hopefully find that cure. So, I was diagnosed in 2021, but I'm probably about my 5th year now. But I'm still not giving up.
Good. You can't. If you notice, if you listen to our podcast, Daisy has a stage fright. Maybe it's the live part of YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and stuff. But I also, I'm the same way. Like if you can hear the tremors in her voice, which is very common with MSA.
That's because I had a scope done yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
They just looked at my voice box and my esophagus and
Yeah, because you get shots on for your speech, right? You get what's it called?
Botox for my drilling.
Oh, drilling. Okay. Yeah,
When
also used to help speech. I've read. So, yeah.
it's for my neck and my shoulder pains.
Does the Botox make a difference?
It does. Before I started getting Botox, I felt like I couldn't even hold my head up.
Wow.
It was constant charted horses in my neck. And if that wasn't working, there was no way I could be in this podcast.
Okay.
No way.
Sure, we would. We just have your husband holding your head up like this. He would take care of it for you.
Or wear a neck brace or something.
There you go.
A little duct tape across the forehead. The chair.
I like that.
That's one thing I like about doing this podcast is David and I, we always find the humor in things.
You have to. You have to.
Yeah, nobody wants to be a sad person, or a frustrated person. But if you don't see the light, I posted one time in the Facebook group about MSA, none that you guys probably know, but They're like, "Are you making a joke of MSA?" I'm like, "If you don't make a joke about it, it ruins your life. It drives it to the ground quickly because all you are is upset and mad at the world instead of saying, it is what it is. I mean,
That's right.
do
So
the best you
why
can."
me? Why not me?
Yeah.
With my mom, we would always used to joke. We'd walk in Florida. My mom was a fast walker, very quick. And so when we'd walk in Florida, when she was with her walker, I'd be like, now the alligators are going to get you first because I can be quicker than you now.
How funny.
Yes, they will.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll stand too close to the water, as they say,
Yeah.
right?
Now I'm safe because you're slower than me now.
And for those
options.
Yeah.
who never really look familiar, David and I had her on our podcast a couple weeks ago, wasn't it, David?
Yeah,
3
or 4 weeks ago, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So different. David, introduce yourself.
Oh, I don't like talking about myself, but I've had MSA this is the month after the three-year anniversary. So I was diagnosed October 22. Yeah, probably October 22. My symptoms started that I know of that I will absolutely attribute to MSA for sure. February of 2021. So it's been a solid 3 years and a couple months. Going back though, I could probably like REM disorder, ED, and even some like the drooling stuff and the spasms of my throat not working, where the tube that separates your esophagus from a windpipe from your feeding tube.
Esophagus.
Yeah, it doesn't work at times. That was even well before that. So I have a feeling these things started very slowly. It's not like you break your leg like, ow, it's 100% broken right now. I think MSA really, the dopamine starts to trickle off little by little over the years, and then it's years later that we actually notice, wow, I can't move my feet and stuff. But I have my own YouTube channel dedicated for MSA and showing videos of who, what, when, and where. I show myself fixing cars, climbing ladders I shouldn't be doing, walking stairs or anything, trimmers, even playing games. That's something I'm really interested in, is actually showing people what MSA looks like, because there's really nowhere that I've seen. I've seen one other person on TikTok, and he's wheelchair bound, so he can't really show you the physicality stuff that like I can. So I figured, since I'm so early on this, we're able to catch it. Four people doctors already diagnosed me with MSA. That it's important that we show people what it looks like, what it feels like and smells like, whatever. Just because it's I'm doing it not for me per se, because I don't like talking to people for the most part. Yet I'm on here, but I definitely enjoy helping others, just like Daisy, just like Jennifer, just like Phil. Phil has no reason to stay in it. I mean, except for helping other people, right? I mean, he's lost somebody. We've all lost somebody. I'm gonna say, like, it's more than just about us. It's about other people. So, I make these videos to comfort people, to see the progression of these things, because all I've ever seen online are, oh my God, I'm diagnosed with MSA, and then here's a 5-minute video of somebody who died of MSA. Like, there's nothing in between to show what it looks like on a day-to-day basis. Even when I went to Europe a couple of times, I got videos of what it looks like in climbing, how MSA people interact with different things, different streets and steps and cars and weather. It's just, it's comforting to be able to see your future. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I watched a lot of videos. Daisy is 5 years in, I'm 3, and there's not a second that I don't think about what Daisy's going through right now, and which I'm going to be going through pretty shortly as well, right? It's nice to know. Unfortunate for Daisy, she's 5 years in, right? I mean, it's still going strong, but it's comforting for me because I can see it in front of me, and I could try my best to prepare for it, ahead of time. We've had some off-the-record conversations. I talked to her about our hands and this and that, and it's nice to be able to talk with somebody who has MSA. And unfortunately, I got to say that, but that we can bounce things off of each other and interact together. So I'm still looking for clinical trials. I'm waiting for April, one more month, for one in Chicago. I got kicked out of one just because they said the surgery was going to go. Not the surgery, the treatment was going to hurt me. I was too good. I'm still walking pretty good. and I thank them for that. I don't Quest Diagnostics. I don't fault them. I'm happy they decided to say, "Hey, you shouldn't have this, so you you can maintain your walking and talking and eating." I'm very happy. So I'm looking at other clinical trials in a very short future, next month or two, locally by here in Chicago, where I can hopefully uh, put it, not cure, but maybe put a dent in the sucker. To prolong it. We can have some more fun talking and walking around. So if you ever want to check out my videos that I do. I try to post once a week. It's not it depends how I'm feeling. Asking anybody what I'm going to say, it's hard to speak nowadays. It's hard to wake up. It's hard to walk and talk and type. I told Phil, like, man, Phil, you can type. It must be nice to type like that on the other video,
Right.
right? It is. It's hard to type a title, let alone try to set this up to go live, right? But if you're interested in seeing my videos, just go to YouTube, look up. It's MSA Strong, kind of like the old days of cancer and stuff. So I got dozens and dozens and dozens of videos. Anything you need, just let me know. I answer questions and feedback. I'm on Reddit and Twitter and all that good stuff. I'm just trying to get the gospel of MSA out there and help other people as best I can. And that's
I
what
think what
started.
you're doing is amazing. I was able, after I did your podcast, able to connect with somebody with MSA who reached out on the Defeat MSA website for me after listening to your podcast, to follow up with my mom. And I had a really nice conversation with her. She's battling MSA, and her friends and her husband. And it was nice to share some insight and help them along to what we went through. So what you guys are doing is so important. And I wish my mom had that to connect with other MSA people.
Yeah,
They're just to talk, and you understand most what Daisy's going through. Daisy understands what you're going through. I can
Right.
listen to my mom and try to help her or help others, but I don't fully understand. So what you guys are doing is amazing.
yeah. I thank you, by the way. But that is the greatest thing to hit my heart. I think outside of
Is
marrying my wife, outside of my marriage and my kids, right? Um,
the fact that we can help other people.
yeah, I mean, I get so many
I love
messages.
it.
I'm not popular like that, but I get dozens of messages a week thanking me for posting things from just not from just the United States of America about MSA, around the world. It's unbelievable. We take for granted sometimes how the USA has so much medical, hospitals on every corner of the street practically. We got clinics and CVS's and Walgreens and whatever, right? You go down to
Mhm.
Mexico. My mother, which is why I kind of wasn't able to contact Daisy for a while. My mother just shattered her knee in Ireland a couple of days ago.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Right? You trying to get that good picture, and we're not, the curbs here are not the curbs in Ireland. they're,
Oh no.
they're curves, but they go in and out. They do some different designs. But long story short, she's just got surgery this morning, right? She's doing good, pain and all that, but she's doing good. Long story short, it's gonna be my next video. You should know what it took for us to get her. There's no accessible taxis, hardly no accessible anything to get around town. Like the buses, nobody walking around Iron London is like in wheelchairs and crutches and stuff like that. And here we are with a shattered knee, and to get her to a clinic that's able to diagnose her, to look at her to X-ray, is halfway across the city, and 10 hours later, they're like, oh, we can't help you. Go somewhere else. And the other places, a
Oh
hospital
my
across.
gosh.
We take for granted in the United States of America what we have. And when you go and significantly hurt yourself and you need something, you know, to me, like every time I went to Mexico with my wife, that's where she's from. They have less than what we do, and I always felt bad, but I felt good leaving my shoes for a gentleman that wanted my shoes because he would never have a pair of Jordans. They're so expensive, right? Not many people make that type of money. The food, my wife's grandma needed a kitchen table. We went out there, bought the biggest kitchen table, and every time we go there, they thank me for it, but they still have it 15 years later. Right? They appreciate things because they don't have them. So, when we travel, get outside the country, it starts to hit home. The things we take for granted, like medical care for MSA. Her aunt has pancreatic cancer, and they literally tell her just to go home, have her daughter put an IV in, and basically go home and die. They don't have
Oh,
Wow.
they don't have the treatments for these things in other countries. They don't have the mechanisms to do it, the resources. So, that's why, Daisy and myself and, Jennifer and Phil as well, we're still interested in, proclaiming MSA and trying to shout from the clouds, like the Venmo QR code we have here for donations. Everything runs on money. Everything does. And that's what we're trying to do.
and it's for the research because there's so much research needed for this MSA.
Jennifer, did you want to say anything more about that QR code?
Absolutely. Yep, that's our QR code for Venmo, our Venmo account through Defeat MSA. It goes directly to the charity, and it can fund research, the loaner closet, trials, helping patients, you name it. We are 100% volunteer-run charity, so any money we raise goes right into the charity to help MSA.
Yeah, those were the donations recently. We had someone that needed a wheelchair, I think, or some type of bed, specialized bed that I don't have, but not yet.
Yeah.
But we were able to ship them to them, and one was another country, one was here. Um, all those donations go straight to the charity. Was it 503?
Right.
Whatever, 501c.
Yes. Yep.
Um,
We're completely volunteer run, and I can attest to that. It's the people who are behind Defeat MSA are just amazing. Everyone has a personal connection. It makes your fight a little more, gives it a little more oomph, I guess, to it. Just like you guys, you want to raise the awareness, raise the funds for the trials, get it out there so the companies are looking at our disease and wanting to find that cure.
So if there's coming from, because you work more directly to MSA Alliance than I say Daisy and I, we help out where we can. Since it is MSA Awareness Month, is there anything specific we could be doing? Obviously, donations are great. For instance, there's one thing I would suggest, and you see these all over on Facebook, where you can now add a charity to your birthday, and ask people, say, hey, instead of gifts or something, how about donating to this charity of cause that I selected? And I've done that a few times. I've seen, there's charities for lots of things, but one thing we could do to raise awareness is when our birthday comes around, like me, I have everything I need. I'm not saying I'm rich. I don't need much. I want a nice computer for games and streaming videos, and a big TV, and that's really all I need. I don't need luxury and gold and silver and all this stuff. But for my birthday, it's like I don't really want anything. So how about donating money to a charity for not only for something I have, but something that's going to be meaningful. Well past my birthday. So that's one thing that I definitely encourage everyone to do during the MSA Awareness Month of March.
And we're open to any ideas. If anyone has a fundraiser idea they want to get out there, we can throw it on our platform and get the word out. We're absolutely open to hearing what other idea. We just did the Krispy Kreme fundraiser for donuts.
That was awesome, but I went on a little trip last week, and there was Krispy Kreme there. We don't have one in our town, and it was too late for the
Oh no! And
on that one, so I didn't realize this, but you had to go online to purchase the dozens, and then you could redeem them anytime you want to. So you could have bought them in the month of February, I think it was, and then redeem them later. But that was fascinating. I mean, I bought 3 dozen donuts for no reason, just my prior job before I was
same. Yeah, you dole out. Yeah, you hand them out to people.
3 dozen. Oh, they were good too. And then half of that money went to MSA, to Defeat MSA Alliance. So that's a very good thing to do.
And I'll be in Niagara Falls next weekend. I'll be there when they're turning the falls purple for MSA. I think that's amazing. Yep. So Niagara Falls will be turning purple on the 29th for MSA. So I'll try to get a live stream going. To show
that would be awesome.
Next weekend, the 29th, March 29th.
Wow. Man, I never wanted to go north because of the snow and cold or whatever. But I would definitely go north for that. That sounds pretty fun.
I'm so excited to go and see it and be part of it.
Yes, definitely go a video of some type for sure.
Yeah, I'll try to go live if I can figure it out.
Well,
I
going
might
live by
need
yourself
you.
is much easier. Yeah. This is software. Going live by yourself that's a piece of cake. You got it.
This is just a headache. I apologize for everyone that's trying to find us and couldn't.
Yeah, I tried the software out before I went to Europe, UK, and, London, and Ireland, and or the United Kingdom and Ireland. I had it down pat, and I come back and I sit down here today. I'm like, all right, let's get this going. Blanks. Like,
What did I do?
straight.
Right. Maybe it's the jet lag.
Hey, do you know why you have jet lag, by the way?
No.
So jet lag, people think it's the difference between time zones. No. Jet lag is the difference in air pressure, what altitude they pressurize the aircraft internal cabin to be. So normally they pressurize air cabins to be 6,000 or 7,000 feet in the air, which is like Mexico City and Morelia, the place you came from. It's harder to breathe higher in the air. So the reason you have jet lag is not because you're tired from time zone discrepancies. It's because the aircraft has leaks in the system. In the whole aircraft, everything leaks in this world. It has leaks of pressurization, so they pressurize it at 6,000 or 7,000. So the higher the pressure, the more you're like huffing and puffing, and you're getting tired because of that, not because of anything else.
Wow, very interesting.
Tidbits I tell my wife and kids.
The ultimate dad with the facts.
Absolutely.
That's great. And Daisy, you just had a little getaway as well, right?
I did. My husband and I celebrated our 14th anniversary, and we went off to Vegas for 3 nights.
Ooh. What happened to Vegas stays in Vegas, huh?
Oh, it looks like Kelly is online. Her daughter is responsible for the falls turning purple. So thank you, Kelly's daughter. I look forward to seeing you all there. There's a comment on there. Kelly Murphy's watching us.
Oh, hi, Kelly.
And she wrote, her daughter's responsible for the falls turning purple.
That's awesome.
That is really awesome.
So are we going to put Daisy in a capsule and send her over to falls while it's purple?
Now that is raising awareness for MSA.
Hey, if it's raising awareness, I'm for it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Put her in a purple capsule. Well.
Oh, it's Mark, not Kelly. Hi, Mark.
Same thing. Yeah. What else?
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. I would like to say, apologies for us not being on for 3 weeks, David?
Yeah, we were in some slackers. I mean, I'm a slacker, but Daisy also is a slacker too. So it is. I want to say one thing, right? And Jennifer said, I mean, having MSA and not having it, having a loved one versus having it is different. Obviously, no comparisons there, but it takes some willpower to want to get up and do anything. I woke up this morning. I knew I had to start getting my computer stuff ready for this, and every muscle in my body was Charlie horsing. It was cramping, dizzy, hitting, falling over, tripping. I mean, the slurring. I don't even know if I'm even you guys can hear me properly, but it takes a lot for somebody with MSA to say, you know what, I'm going to present myself online.
Right.
Or even go in public and try to do anything without looking like an absolute idiot, right? It takes something special to do that, and I have much sympathy for anyone who tries to do this. It only gets harder.
It does, but I had a conversation, with a woman who I connected with through your podcast, and I said I think it's important to show the world what MSA is. This is MSA. My mom was always nervous if something fell out of her mouth or she made a mess. I'm like, let them stare, let them look, and we'll talk to them. Let them ask questions. I'll talk their ear off about MSA. I'll make them very aware of what's going on. So I think I love the fact that you guys are out traveling and doing your podcast and showing the world this is MSA. living with MSA.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that, I was told a few weeks ago that I needed to get what I wanted to do done, travel while I can. And so I'm trying to get, I got this in a beach trip, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if I'm up for it. But I,
To Niagara
okay,
Falls.
it's, I'm going to Niagara Falls. They're going to put me in a capsule.
Can't
And
wait.
it's going to be purple.
Why not? I mean, not everybody died going over the falls, you know.
And it will be purple.
But, you gotta go when you can. Look at Aggie. I don't know if you've watched her video. She shared her video, 2 days ago, I think. Um, she was walking 5,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Now she says she tries for 3, but 4 is better and 5 is great. Do what you can while you can.
Yep.
Who knows how long we can?
And then when something changes, then that's your new that's what I always said. That's your new normal, and let's
That's
go
right.
with that. Yep.
Yeah, and that's important because there are definitely ups and downs to MSA. Like you just don't lose half of something and it stays exactly half gone. Like
Well,
it's up and it's down. It's up. It's continuously progressing down linearly, negatively. But we do have good days amongst a bunch of bad days, and it is very important to take advantage of those good days when you can. Absolutely.
I like what she said. We don't look at it as fighting. We look at it as negotiating. This is our new friend. We have to negotiate with that friend on what things we can do.
Yeah. Yeah, last night we were in Ireland, and my wife's like, "Hey, let's go out to the pub in Ireland and have a beer and whatever, and some food." And I was, I can't. I said, the week just crippled me. I had nothing left, and I was like, I dug in. I said, "Okay, let's go." I said, let's stop thinking about the poor me, And we walked there. It was hell on earth, but um,
He went.
yeah, that's the thing. You got to be prepared for letdowns. You got to be prepared for negativity and people snap
Yeah.
at you. But you know,
Look at it as look at it in a positive aspect.
yeah, you
Yep.
pick it that whole day. I was sleeping and laying down, and at the end of the night, I was able to get some, courage, some energy to get back going. So you do what you got to do to keep going. That's what MSA is
Yep.
all about, for sure.
Oh, Mark, I see your question. Will you be at Niagara Falls? And I will be there. I'm supporting y'all. I'll try to get it live streamed so David and Daisy can be a part of it.
I'm really not going over in a capsule, y'all.
If we had more time to plan it, maybe.
That's it, yeah. That's it, Daisy.
So I look forward to meeting you, Mark and Kelly and your daughter.
I think that float, that Phil is. I'm not sure, Jennifer, your part in that. He mentioned you contributing to it. I think that is absolutely phenomenal. If I could cuss like live, I would. I think that is absolutely awesome. Imagine having an MSA float in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade of all
I
things.
know. I'm
Really
gonna have to
create
look.
some awareness with it.
Yeah, so his parade with the shoe is this weekend. I think it's on Sunday.
Are they going to video it, or is it going to be on TV?
I hope so. I'm not sure what the name of the parade is, or
We'll ask him.
hopefully they can live stream it.
Yeah, we'll have to post it
No.
somewhere.
That would be
But I
nice.
like that idea, the Macy's parade. I wonder if they'd let it in.
It has to be a lot bigger. Yeah. Gotta be like
Or a balloon.
Yeah, 20 times the size. Hey, we could get a floating balloon.
Yeah, I think we could.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, so again, check out all our social medias and check out the float. And I think it will travel. We can make it happen if anyone has a big parade they want it in.
I'll
If
pick it up in my
Phil's-
feed.
Phil's been great about taking pictures of the progress.
A lot. Yeah, we'll see the new one. We saw it earlier today, but he ran out of time. The business was closing, but we'll get a video of it on there. He said he posted on the Facebook, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah.
So,
There's a little reel.
David and I will be back on the 28th.
Yes, we're going to post this for our podcast on Friday. I'm not going to edit. I'm not editing this live stream on podcast.
It's the raw video.
Raw footage.
Raw part 2. Yeah, and that's something else, right? If anybody wants to come on and speak about having MSA, knowing someone has MSA, or a present person, someone who's passed away, anything, right? That's what we care about. I get a lot of questions like, why do we have all the different types of people on there? Not only caregivers, but patients, spouses, and family members or friends of somebody that had MSA and unfortunately passed away from it. It's because everyone has a different story. I mean, if Daisy would say, "Hey, we're all MSA crusaders," right? And I would be like, "Oh, here we go again," right? But it's true. I mean, you just don't go watch one video on YouTube about MSA and it's like, "Oh, I'm an expert." No, everybody's MSA goes completely different. The symptom progression. My wife doesn't speak much about. She watches and reads a lot of things on Facebook groups about MSA, especially since Phil brought her into the caregiver group, which
It's hard not to. I'm sorry.
It's hard. Right? You have to want to look for these things, and she doesn't tell me much about them, but there's times she does, and she says, I've learned so much from other people's, unfortunately, either they're passing the whole journey with MSA, and it only makes us better, for people that have MSA right now, or unfortunately in the future. So, if you're ever wanting to be a part and share stories about MSA in one way or the other.
If we're a caregiver or are a caregiver.
Mm-hmm. Yep, look us up.
A therapist to someone in a pharmaceutical company.
Right?
We would love to have you on the show.
Yeah, we have a good podcast coming up soon.
We really do.
We have one. I'm going to say it. We have not all the
big surprise, and
not to say everyone else has been big too. This one, we don't advertise MSA Crusaders.
No.
We're amateurs. We're nobodies. We're bottom of the barrel.
Little peons.
Peons, as we say, peasants, right? We had the CEO of a major pharmaceutical company email us.
Reach out to us.
And say, we would like to come on and talk about our clinical trial, MSA, and the results from those clinical trials live on your show.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Like we have hit the big time. Like the only person above that we could get might be Jesus or something. I'm not sure, but having a CEO of a
reach out
company
to us.
Reach out to you.
Wow.
This means we're big. They're listening.
And
they're hearing.
It's a popular clinical trial pharmaceutical company. It's the one that, unfortunately, well, I'm not going to say that. Daisy.
Parkinson.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the same one that you were. They pointed you out for. I think this is the one I'm waiting for April to come by. Also.
Hi, Ronald. Ronald says hello.
Hello.
Ronald joined us. Hi, Ronald.
Ronaldo or
Ronald says hello.
Ronaldo or
Thanks for listening, Ronald. So when is the pharmaceutical company going to be on the podcast?
We're working on a schedule.
CEO is very busy. And we just came back from vacation, so we agreed towards the end of the month at the earliest we'd all be able to get together.
That's great. I am so happy to hear that.
And I will say, it's from another country.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But, they are more ahead of us as far as research and things go, so that's what excites me.
Yeah, especially when it comes to like stem cells and stuff, the U.S. is really far behind. We had politics for stem cells for a long time. When I was a kid, I remember the 90s and 80s and 90s about it. But yeah, we've had people on reaching out to us from Australia, New Zealand, by the UK. I had Canada, U.S. We got some China was one.
Yeah.
We got a lady down in Argentina right now, I believe it is. So we're getting around the internet. We're trying our best here.
We're getting around the world. We're making our rounds.
Exactly. making our way downtown. Okay, I'm not going to sing anymore. All right, that's it.
That's good. You're getting the word out. You're spreading awareness. That is so important.
I never imagined this us becoming this big. You know. But I will say, David. There was something I was gonna say. I forgot. Not that we're that big, but you know, what I'm saying, people reach out to us. I never imagined that would happen.
Yeah, we have had upwards of tens of thousands of plays of our podcast alone. So I mean, we have about a 20% click rate. So 1 out of 5 people, when they see the podcast come by, they listen at least to a part of it,
Mm-hmm.
which means a lot. That means
That's high.
yeah. I mean, it's not like it's 1%; it's 20%, right? That's way better than the standard, 2, 3, 4, 5%. So I think we're doing pretty good.
Can we tell our listeners now that we are actually sponsored by the Defeat MSA Alliance?
Yay!
Phil, email me when we should mention that.
Yeah, we are part of the Defeat MSA Alliance. In a patient advisory role, we try to, further the goal of MSA charitable donations and help. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing for me is I was able to help someone in Canada, in the middle of nowhere, direct them to MSA Alliance Canada, and he's now getting help from MSA. Where before he texted me on Reddit and said, "I'm lost. I have nobody that knows anything." Doctors, and now because of Defeat MSA, the MSA Alliance. He is actually getting help now in the right place. A little farther away from home, but now he has a place to go. Whereas before, he had absolutely no clue.
Well, just last week or the week before that, we helped connect a marathon in Australia for donating, hopefully, to the Alliance.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was running a marathon.
That's amazing.
So we just want to keep on keeping on and help people by creating awareness.
Yeah.
We're out. Yeah. Oh.
Go ahead, Jennifer.
I was like, oh, David says hello.
Yeah. David from Chicago. Yeah.
Oh, David knocks hello.
He's a cool guy. We know that guy.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I think I typed the wrong thing in there. Well, we like to go live here and there more often, especially with persons from the MSA Alliance. Defeat MSA Alliance. It shows a lot. Investing back in communities and just being public about it, and it's telling the world what we need. Like Phil said before he leaves. He says if you know somebody, especially someone popular, like that's spreading the word of MSA. To get donations is not as simple as just getting money. But if we can recreate the Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS,
wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, oh man, that quadrupled the money just in the first year or two that they received the entire history before it. So, that's what all of us really want. That's why we're on here. Daisy and myself. It's not necessarily to say, hey, open your checkbooks, which that would be nice. But the more we can get the word of MSA out there, it's amazing my last podcast I showed statistics at MSA. Like the prevalence is anywhere from 1.6 to 1.5 per 100,000 in the U.S. It is 20 times even more so rare than Parkinson's and other diseases. It's more rare, the prevalence of it, than ALS. Just recently it has become more rare than ALS, and before we always thought that ALS was the most rare broadly known neurodegenerative disease, and here we are at MSA at number 1. Not those 1 in a million type diseses, but 1 in 100,000.
It's the number one that you don't want to be, though.
Yeah, makes you wonder sometimes, right? Which one you'd rather have? But that's what we want is to have someone that has some notoriety. Obviously, Jennifer does too. Myself, I pay for advertising for targeting my YouTube channels around the world. It does pretty good. A lot of people with Parkinson's and other diseases listen to the channel because they're very similar, right? So, if anyone definitely wants to get awareness, send us names of people that would be interested. Doctors, owners, business owners, church, really. It could be anything. We're not holding back here because all it takes is one person. It takes one time to get the message out there, and
Surprise.
the funding will blow up like ALS did. And now you see cures coming out for like PSP. You see a lot. You see treatment options now for Parkinson's detecting it. So now they have tests to detect Parkinson's at 96% accuracy. Now they can take all that money and put it straight into research for a cure. So that's what we need. Things like that.
It's like my books don't have much sales, like don't have much donations to go towards the alliance, but it does get awareness out. So it feels it's about the awareness. It's not about the money. But I say it's about the money too. You need some more research.
So I tell my wife, like, it's just a computer part, a graphics card. It's not about the money, honey. It's not about the money.
Well, I saw a doctor yesterday that had a scoping down my throat. He didn't know about MSA, but he read that I was coming in for what I was coming in for, the ENT. So he started researching it. He said, when I came in yesterday, he said, and I bet you know more about this than I do. And I said, yes, I know, but I do.
Yep.
Pretty much.
You need to get those little information cards. I got a bunch from Phil, and I'd hand them out to all of my mom's doctors and appointments, and anywhere we went.
I had some of them. I should have took
Yep.
some.
Yep. We brought them everywhere.
So I'm hoping they're going to have a fundraiser in the next month or two to help raise some money.
Yeah, maybe we can get a live podcast for fundraisers too. Once we come that time.
My physical therapy.
Like a 24-hour live broadcast.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got Adderall. I can stay up 24 hours. We're good.
I could take a morning shift.
I'll take the afternoon. No, but my physical therapy company was bought out by another company, so I was just having we were going to have a fundraiser this month for Awareness Month, but it just happened to be at the wrong time because this buyout was something that was spur of the moment.
Mm.
And that sucks when it comes to progressive diseases like ours, where you got to start going back and forth with new doctors and new this and new that.
Yep.
I just switched insurance companies. Well, they switched for me. The government did like 2 months ago, and I still haven't. They have still not sent the right PA for my pain medicine to the right place in over 2 months. So I'm sitting there like, these people are just so hard.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I'm rationing my pain medicine.
Oh man.
Oh, it's okay. I got liquor if that helps. But enough of that. A bottle of Ciroc can't fix it, okay? A bottle of Ciroc will go a long way. Believe you me, all right?
So are you starting to have more pain now?
Yeah, it's horrible. I've had pain is major. I don't ever complain about it, but
Your hand?
Well, that's part. They got me going to a orthopedic surgeon for my hands, and this is great. My MSA doctor here, my local one, she's not a movement disorder specialist, but my neurologist. She's like, well, I'll just send you to a surgeon. It's like, maybe they can help you. And she's like, but the way she said it is like, I don't know what else to do. I'm saying, like, I'm asking her, like, is this because of my MSA or something else? And when you don't see an MDS doctor, the answers are very vague and they just don't know. So, yeah, the pain, from especially what she said, the neck, and they call it something, I can't remember the name, but the neck and the shoulders, the chest.
Torticollis.
Yeah, I got like the lungs, the underneath the skin on my chest hurts so bad. On top of the random shockings and spasms, like someone's taking a 9-volt battery. Like, that's not bad, but it's like they're shocking you to something.
Yes.
And then when you actually move around, the muscles hurt because we don't move like normal people. So all of our muscles are they're cramping type of pain.
Jennifer, did your mom's hands hurt her?
Did they
A little bit. A little bit. She started getting tremors towards the end a little bit. They would tremor more, which was odd. But
they did not like deform.
They did not deform.
Right. That's what it feels like. It feels like when someone says, when you see someone that has rheumatoid arthritis.
Mm-hmm.
But normally it deforms you. You can see that. Like my hands are absolutely perfect, and the pain.
But it feels like
they're morphing into something they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
I felt, son. I guess because it numbs it, but
As fast as we can go with the hands. There you go. Right.
pregabalin, it helps that.
Or bottle of Ciroc. Yeah. Now it is funny. So only 20% of patients with MSA actually develop tremors. Not the internal tremors we talk about that we feel, but actually external tremors you can see, like a typical Parkinson's patient. And I will say I do not condone the use of alcohol for everything, but
That's why we have a disclaimer for our show.
yes, absolutely. Instead of taking a lot of medicine that just adds, it makes you more druggy and stuff. When it gets bad, I'll definitely take a shot or two. Even a beer, it slows the tremors down. It makes things so much more manageable to where I'm calm. So of course you got to be careful with medication and high blood pressure and things like that. But
Mixing, yep.
Yeah, just because you got a problem doesn't mean you got to start taking pills just for anything. You want to kind of not do that for as long as you can. But yeah, if you need them, you need them. But there's a lot of other things that can help you for sure when you have these things.
I go Friday for an MRI on my brain. We'll see if I have a brain.
See what's in there?
See if it's still there.
I missed that for a second. Yeah, well, MRI will show atrophy, so that's there's only two things you're going to see. You're going to look at the white matter between your organs and stuff, the brain matter, or the hot cross bun. So
we'll see how it compares to the one I had in 2020.
I can put you on my video. I'll get your images and we'll make a video about it.
Alright, we'll have to do that.
Well, I'm good. It's 7:02 our time.
Hey.
Daisy, Jennifer, anything else you guys would like to add?
Please purchase my books if you haven't read them. Go to Amazon, look at Daisy Page, Unexpected Moments. Don't get beyond Heaven Gate first because it is a continuance of Unexpected Moments. And I was going to write a third book, but I don't see that in the future because of my hands.
Now, I know you have MSA and you slur your words, but did you say unexpected baby mamas?
Unexpected Moments.
Oh, unexpected moments. Okay. Whew.
And I can link them to our page too, Daisy. I'll get those from you, and I can link them to our Defeat MSA pages as well.
Okay, great, because like I said, to do donate 10% of the proceeds to MSA Alliance. I do it quarterly.
So, great. And I thank everyone from... Oh, get the donuts, yeah. I thank everyone for listening tonight, and just keep raising awareness. Let us know ideas. Come help us. Come join us.
Absolutely, and I want to thank the listeners too, because without them we wouldn't have our podcast.
It's the simple things like my license plate on my truck says MSAP now. It's the little things that
I saw that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's great.
I got shirts and sweaters, and I walk around, and that's my logo. But I got MSA like things, and we might have to do that for the podcast and start selling merch.
Yeah, and my Defeat MSA on as well.
I guarantee you, I've traveled a couple continents recently, and tens and tens and tens of thousands of people have seen my sweater and my shirts, and they actually seen the words multiple atrophy. Don't know what it is, but
you know that in Aggie's video, she has one that says "A Cure Worth Fighting For" on, and that's one of the ones that we sold on MSA Crusaders.
Yeah, we're gonna update our designs. Our first go around, they're okay, but yeah, we're gonna make some good logos, some good merchandise where people would be proud to definitely wear it and drink a cup of coffee and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, we're here supporting you, and
I love the donor. It looks really cute. It says "Secure Worth Fighting For" and it has boxing gloves on.
Oh, it had my picture on there. It's cute, huh? Okay. Just kidding.
No.
All right, well, it's been a pleasure. Phil, I want to thank Phil for being on here, Jennifer Frost, yourself, Daisy Page, and of course, Knucklehead David Knox. Again.
Well, thank you too, David.
We'll have another live session here pretty soon.
We're hoping to get better at it. A little practice makes perfect. Get better at it. Maybe we can do this once a month.
Kelly Murphy says, Daisy, we will see you at the Falls Embassy Suites.
Wait a minute, where's she saying that?
From the Facebook's over. I don't know which one it is, but
There she
I
is.
see it on my multi-stream. So I'm not.
Down the falls. Down the
Yeah.
falls. Daisy goes.
Hey, that was highly illegal, but we can,
I'll live stream it.
do a little betting, get some odds of how far she's going to go. Well, yeah.
That was great talking to you both again.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Daisy.
Thank you both. Thank you, Phil, out there with the shoe, and thank you, everyone.
Yes, thanks everybody. Thanks all the listeners. We love you, and we'll see you or talk to you again soon.
You forgot the ending, like our podcast.
Oh, and don't forget, everybody, remember, everybody, we're all MSA Crusaders.
That's so cheesy. I love it.
I love it.
Have a good
We're
night,
all
everyone.
MSA Crusaders. Good night.